Cancer, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for July 17th to the 23rd. Cancer, let's jump on in and see what is on the cards for you. And we have got, ooh, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon coming through. So it might not feel like it right now. Maybe you've been working hard, you've been really trying to make something happen. Now, just because it hasn't yet doesn't mean to say it's not about to just flourish. Like, think about when we plant a seed and you know, we water it and the sun shines on it and we nurture it and we don't see anything, then all of a sudden the shoot sprouts up through the earth and we see that beautiful green. It's like things are happening under the surface here. That's the visual I'm getting, and it can be just in a moment that we see the result, we see the outcome and the reward for our hard work. Okay, well, let's go to the major arcana, just the majors here. And I'm going to choose you one of these, Cancer. We have got, oh, the star, beautiful. Aquarius energy coming through, and it's an energy of hope and faith. You're being asked to have restored hope and faith that you will achieve this goal. Stars are aligning. It's also a card of destiny. Things may not always go as you'd hoped or planned, but when we look back, it's all perfect. It's all leading somewhere. So a beautiful energy of divine guidance, divine protection, and stars aligning for you here. Okay, Cancer, well, let's get your cards out, and while I draw those, I do have a little bit of a rant. It is rant time. Just quickly, yeah, so I took a week off 2 weeks ago because I was exhausted, and 2 weeks before that, I had sort of wound down the amount of content I was posting because I was involved in a huge festival. I was doing like 12 to 14 hour days for a really long time to get prepared for that, and then I needed to take a week off. Now, I take a week off usually once or twice a year. Last 3 years, I think I did it once. This year, I think I did it at the start of the year and again now. And YouTube has like reduced my reach by like 80%, and of course with it my income, because this is what I do for work. And I call that's not fair. I call I'm not doing that, you know. I'm a fiery Aries, like I'm not going to stick around with what is not working for me, and it's completely unsustainable to have to arrive back and rebuild every time. Now, I'm not the only one that's going through this, especially in the tarot space, right? Like, so many people have said the same thing. And, you know, also YouTube pays different amount of money per 1,000 views depending on your topic. So if you're talking about e-commerce, marketing or something, you know, like that, you're getting per 1,000 views like probably 10 times, maybe 20 times what I get. But if you're talking about spirituality, if you're talking about awakening, if you're talking about truth, if you're talking about self-development, it's hardly anything. Now, what does that tell you about what's being supported? I can't talk too much about that because, again, I will be blacklisted. But what I'm saying is please do like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I am currently making the decision of whether I will stick around on this platform, because I'm an Aries, I'm the Emperor. I don't stick around. I've got an empire to build and I need to keep moving. So that would be awesome. Yeah, you probably clicked off this already by now because I'm talking too much, but I think it's important to know. And it's important to know if you're ever thinking about doing something like this as well. You know, I don't really know that many people who work harder, focus harder than what I do, and I'm not just talking out my own game. I absolutely do it. I've worked to the point of burnout several times in my life. I am committed. I put my heart and soul into things. And to be honest, I'm getting nowhere here. And yeah, I'm going to change that. So if you do like what I do and you do want to keep seeing these readings, please do like, share, and comment. And if you don't, then click off. Simple as that. Okay, for those of you that are still here, let's get into the reading. Can you get a load of this energy? And you saw that I finished on the star, right? When I was having my rant, but rant is now over. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, And this forward movement energy that I have here, you're very close to achieving your goal. Ace of Pentacles, it's here, but it's in the challenge position. It feels like there is some tweaks, changes, modifications, side steps that are required to get it over the line. I'm getting the visual back of the plant under the, in the soil, the seed. Now, if maybe we need to put some fertilizer on it, maybe we need to change the position so it gets more sun, part shade. So what I'm asking, the seed that you're planting, the goal that you're trying to achieve, have you given it the most fertile conditions to flourish? Situation is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune wants to expand your reality. It wants to broaden your horizons. It wants to bring change. It wants to take you on the journey. But I kind of feel like you might be holding down the handle of that Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you're like, well, no, I want to do it this way, or this is the way it should work. This is the way that makes logical sense, King of Swords. But it just might not be working. So the star is saying, maybe do something differently. You have star qualities, talents, you have individuality, you have unique thought, you are innovative, you are inventive. So use some of that and try and do things differently, because you're very close to achieving your goal. Two of Wands is here. And the Two of Wands for me is about, again, it's also expansion. It's also planning. So you're being asked to plan here. You're being asked to look forward. The Two of Wands also for me is leaving behind a sense of comfort, the comfort zone, doing things the same. So again, I come back to this message of there needs to be a shift here. Now, one of those shifts, it could be some kind of leap of faith with the Two of Wands as well. Again, it could be like the location that you're in isn't quite right, or where you've positioned your plant, right? You might need to put some more light into this, put some more energy into this, embrace change, or invite different people, different opinions in. Okay, so I'm feeling there needs to be some kind of change, and it's about getting out of the comfort zone or breaking the grid on how you've been doing things, and that is going to shift the Wheel of Fortune, because we all know that the biggest indicator of how things will be in the future is looking at what we've achieved. So if we take the example of me and my YouTube, I've had some significant periods of growth, and I've also had some very long periods where I have had no growth. Now, if I don't keep pivoting and changing, which I have been trying to do, and always testing and doing things differently, then that will probably keep going on. And I guess my biggest fear is getting stuck in the period of stagnation. But to avoid getting stuck in a period of stagnation with our goals, what we do need to do is keep trying, keep testing, keep changing, keep mixing up the energy, and that can turn the Wheel of Fortune, and that can unblock the goal, Ace of Pentacles. Because at the moment, given the current formula, it's going to stay in the blocked position. King of Swords in the outcome is that hindsight, foresight, strategy, energy. It is the I'm seeing things from a distance, and without emotion, right? Because if we get emotionally attached to the way we're doing things, but without emotion, I'm going to make some strategic moves. Queen of Swords, justice energy coming through for me, Libra. So the Queen of Swords is saying, from a non-emotional standpoint, using just fact, just hindsight, just the pros and cons and what actually is, she is re-rationalizing, she is re-strategizing, she's finding a new direction and a new way forward. Now, the justice energy is about making judgment calls. It is about making decisions, based on a very factual, almost like a jury, standpoint here. It's like, you be the judge. You be the judge, because if we have too much emotional investment, it can lead us to making not the right decision. Think about relationships, for an example. Or it really can lead us to hanging on to things that we should be releasing. So there's a new vision, new direction here, and you really need to move into that, like that sort of hard-edged energy, okay, that non-emotional energy. And I think one of the things that you're needing to do here in the advice is the Six of Swords, is there is something to move away from. Think about the thing, and that this goal, I mean, this is a general reading, this goal is going to be different for all of you. Like, I can't say it's I want to have a family, I want to retire in this location, I want to build this business, I want my YouTube channel to take off, I want a new home, I want more money, new job. It's going to be different for all of you. So when you're listening to these readings, you do need to align it to your situation, because us readers, we're reading energetic pattern based on the, you know, the energetic astrological, you know, positioning of what's going around. If you wanted to tune into your very specific personal circumstances, that's where the personal reading comes in. So think about within your situation, what is that very thing that's causing you the most emotional turmoil, the most stress, you know, the most tension? Because that is the big clue as to what you need to change, right? Because if you're in the energy of stress, you're not in the energy of possibility and manifestation. We absolutely bring forward into our life from a place we believe. Maybe I don't believe that I can, you know, really have this take off, right? That's my shadow work to do. What's your shadow work? What is your shadow work around this goal? Because you need to get to the bottom of it. Is it because there's a belief of scarcity that was instilled in childhood? Is there a belief that, you know, success might be scary? Maybe there's a fear of failure, but there's also a fear of success. So there's something here to move away from. That could be a thought pattern like I've just mentioned, or it could be the one thing that's taking all of your energy and resources that's not getting you ahead. Like if you're on a business journey, you might be putting all of your energy into making things look beautiful, but it's not putting your energy into like money producing activity. So we need to re-strategize. We need to sidestep here. Whatever you're moving away from, it is with a heavy heart. But Spirit says that when you do, you land on new shores and you open the doorway to emotional new beginnings, transformation. You need to fill your cup first, and you also need to pour water, like we talked about pouring water onto that seedling. You need to pour water onto the seedlings that are growing, and you know, change the position. Try and get more sun. But if it's just not growing when you've done all of the things and you have embraced change, that's when we let it go to seed. So there's something that you need to let go to seed, and there's other things that you're needing to water and invest more energy in. And that's how you set sail to success and really achieve this goal. Outcome, King of Swords. Aquarius energy, the star was also Aquarius energy. And Aquarian energy is innovative. It is inventive. It is, you know, about embracing your uniqueness. It's about, like I said, using that hindsight as your foresight, meaning, you know, acknowledging that without change, we'll get the same result. The King of Swords goes, no, I don't want the same result. I want transformation. And I'm going to be willing to approach this rationally and not emotionally. I'm going to let some things go to seed. I'm going to use the sword, I'm going to cut them off, and I'm going to let them go to seed. But then I will invest that energy into what is actually giving me returns. Oh, High Priestess. Yeah, and your intuition, like your intuition is a core component here, not emotion. Okay, it's different. The intuition really comes from a place of deep feeling, insight, you know. Now, you're at an important threshold of achieving this goal. And the High Priestess says there's absolutely new growth to be found. But first of all, you need to go through a change or a cutting away period. The Empress is here and she says, this can happen. She is the biggest energy of possibility, of growth. Like, she is the summer. She says we can have another summer here, but it's after you've cut away all the dead wood. She's fantastic for money. She's fantastic for fertility. She's fantastic for conception. And she says you need to move with the natural rhythm, season cycles of this, you know, what we talked about it. Okay, I use the plant analogy because it's just the most accurate. Everything in life goes through those cycles, whether it's our job, our relationship, our own human lifespan. The Empress says there can be another summer here, but you need to really re-strategize here. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this message. Sorry about the rant, but you know, it's important to share that as well. If you would like a personal reading, tune in to your specific circumstances. The first link down below will take you to my website to check those out. And yeah, if you want to follow along on Instagram, guys, that is where I am getting some love. And of course, because I am getting a lot more reach over there, I'm also putting a lot more of my energy there, and I'm posting twice a day, short form mini readings, I personal share over there, and you know, I really enjoy interacting with everyone. So yeah, I will go where the growth is, and at the moment it's over there. So if you would like to join me there, I would really appreciate it. I will still be here for a little while until I make that decision, but for now I'm wishing you all the love and magic. Don't forget to go and water those seeds and change the sun position if you need to. Bye for now.